Alright, hey there. I was just gonna show how these Sekhmet gauges work. So you can see it pretty much looks stock. There's a bit of a, like the gauge is taller than the original or a Wicca. So you see a little bit of this stainless steel there, but this thing can just slide right off. So yeah, just a really quick touch and it turns on. Shows the shot count there, kind of a little bit hard to see, but in person looks much better. And then to go through the menu, you can just go right here on the right side. Shows shots left, shooting some 22 today. But yeah, you go through, it shows your last shot, how many bar, and then average bar. I've been kind of tinkering around with different speeds and different powers, so yeah. So then when you want to go back to your normal gauge setting there you go. And then say you want to get into the menu, so you got to go right till it says till you're at the end. So picture the you've got the gauge setting here, and then keep going all the way to the right, and then that's how you get into your menu. And then to get out of your menu, you go all the way left and hold it. So let's wake it up again. So holding the right side. So now it brings up the, I don't know if it's focusing on that. But yeah, it brings up the menu. It's easier to read in person than on video, but yeah, so you can go through simple mode, fill, wake up, cycle through it all the way through. So you can set the what pressure the regulator is set at, so then it measures your shots left correctly. So say you just fill your tank and you want to get an accurate shot count, like the little numbers. So now to get out of this, I go all the way to the left side, so till it's highlighted simple mode, hold it, and then it'll bring you back on the right side of the original display. So then just all the way to left, and there's your reg pressure setting again. Yeah, oh, there you go, finally. So I gotta be about this far away. Yeah, so I just wanted to kind of show how they work a little bit. So to charge it, you put that, I'm sure you've seen in the pictures, but it's a magnetic thing, and then it's got two spring-loaded little contacts in there that charge it. But yeah, I'll do a shot here, and we can see if it wakes up or not. Sometimes it wakes up on each shot, sometimes it doesn't, depending on kind of how much air you're using. Got one in the single loader there. Just out at my impromptu range here. I'll just kind of put one over here. Yeah, so used bar and a bit, 2 bar-ish. Yeah, and then oh yeah, so I'll show you the so this gauge is set up that it's not on simple mode. So you can have simple mode or the full function. For the bottle one, I put full function, and then for the regulator one, just lay this on its side gently. Yeah. And then you can see my regulator is set at 84 bar. And this one's just in simple mode, so it doesn't have, oh, it does, I guess it is on. Yeah, it's not really calculating. Yeah, so yeah, you can set it up in simple mode or the other. And then we'll see, I'll do a shot showing the regulator one. Put that in a safe direction. Hard to show this, but yeah, sometimes the regulator gauge. Be nice to show it during the shot cycle. That's what I'm trying to get. Yeah, both gauges woke up there, and really good battery life. So to show battery, you just that's gonna be really hard to see, but yeah, it's still showing 100%. I charged it a couple days ago, but I went about 2 weeks without charging it and a couple shooting sessions, and see, I'll make sure this thing stays awake here. So you can see how quick, really have good, troubleshooting if you see the regs creeping or really slow to refill, but you can see there it refilled very quick. I'll do one more. Yeah, no one around for like 100 meters, and I'm putting these in the dirt, so hundreds of meters. All by my lonesome back here. Alright. There we go. That should be better. Sorry about the shaky cam. Yeah, so about 1.5 seconds, maybe, something like that. Alright, well, yeah, I just wanted to show that and kind of give you a brief overview. There wasn't much online about, well, I guess they have a pretty good video, Sekhmet. But yeah, they let me try out a couple of these gauges, and so far, very happy with them. Great, great battery life. The only one thing is, say I'm switching out a bottle, I'll put another bottle on. For some reason, when I put the other bottle on and it gets the pressure, it takes a shut-off cycle. You can also set how long the auto shut-off is and if it wakes up by shot or not, and this and that. But yeah, you can change all the settings. But yeah, it takes a cycle or two of shutting off and then shutting on, and then it will read correctly. But yeah, sometimes it gets stuck at 66 bar or something. And I emailed Fred, and he was saying it's a software thing, so who knows, maybe with a flash later down the road or a firmware update that might change, but it's not an issue at all. I just let it sit for 5 minutes, 10 minutes, and then check it, and it's good to go. All right, I'm back. Yeah, a couple other things I wanted to mention. So when I charged the battery after like a couple weeks and a couple sessions, the battery was in the high 80s still. And I've had the Edmu before, and way better battery life than that. And it's internal battery, so you don't got to mess with it. And then a couple other things I wanted to show. Let's see. You can rotate the screen. So the one I have on the regulator, these contacts are at the top. So I'll show you that. Yeah, so hold on the right side. Let's see, cycle through. And then another thing I didn't mention is there's 3 buttons. So left side, right side, and top. And it's just contacts. It's not actual buttons. But the top one is how you select. So let's go. Keep going through till it should be rotate screen there. So select that. Let's say I want to. So there you go. So everything's upside down now. Yeah, you'll kind of see when you have one in your hand if you want this kind of as instructions. But all right. So yeah, I'll show you how to say you want to rotate the screen. So you would go all the way to the right side and then hold it at that point. Okay, so now we're into the menu. Cycle through right all the way till it says rotate screen at the top. It's hard to see, but if you have one in your hand, you'll be able to tell. Another thing I didn't mention is the top button is the select button. So say I want to rotate the screen. So it's the top option there. So now I'm just pressing the top button, and it says on or off. On is highlighted, so I'll press that again. So now the screen is upside down, the display. So the one I have on my regulator, it's set up that way just because where it's sealed. So yeah, so you have either, one way or another for adjusting how it's oriented. So now I'll change rotate screen is still highlighted. Sorry, it's hard to show this and do it. And yeah, on, there we go. So I've rotated it back to normal. So now I go all the way back to the left. Simple mode's highlighted, hold left at that point. Now we're back into the normal display and cycle through. Yeah, there we go. So yeah, That should pretty much cover it. I think I got everything. Yeah, battery life is amazing, and it turns on really fast. And yeah, so you can set all kinds of menu choices, how long it stays on. You can, I think, you can turn it fully off, but it turns off on its own automatically. Very accurate, you know. I'm sure it's just as accurate as my Wicca analog, but yeah. So that's about it. Thanks.